Now he's gonna load up with the Aguila buckshot. We made videos on the Aguila buckshot before. Essentially, you get more capacity, low recoil, but we haven't patterned it. That's the only thing we haven't done with it.
And it's mostly because ranges near us, they don't really like it when you shoot buckshot.
Yeah, they have like for a range you like to go, they have like a thing called the pit, so you can shoot it like random junk, but you know, not the same as paper.
You can't really set up anything to actually pattern on.
Yeah, yeah. So if you have your typical 5-shot tubular magazine, you can now have 7+1.
All right.
Yep.
Safety off. Very low recoil. And it cycles.
Let's go take a look.
Let's go look. Looks like we opened up quite a bit, and you can definitely see there's smaller holes and then larger holes. So this one, a lot more of the same. You're getting 9 pellets. This one looks like you're getting about, what, 6 or 7?
I would think so. I think we talked about last time. They have like an odd.
Yeah, there's like 5 that are like 3 or 4 buck, and then 1 that's like double odd or something.
Something like that. But, you know, the thing with, like, buckshot, you're not really dealing with, like, under penetration. You mostly get over penetration, especially with double op buck. With this, with the Aguila mini shells, how penetration looks, I'm not sure. Today we're just focusing on patterning, and that's a pretty good pattern for the most part, you know.
Which, this one, same deal. Bit of stringing as this one. This one, pretty tight. But again, like, this one is our widest group, and it's still not that wide.
Nope, not that wide.
It's more
like
up and down than
like
left and
for
right.
the like what the visual will be like. If it's a man-sized target down the hallway, you're definitely hitting. All the pellets will be on target. On this, if you're aiming here, all of them hit low, but you know some of them still in. On this one, everything was pretty much in.
Right here. In fact, if I had aimed slightly left, or maybe it's because this bend is here, but we could have gotten it all inside that circle, and that's only that big.
Yeah. So, final thoughts on the Aguila mini shells. Would you see it as a viable option? It offers you 2 more rounds or 2 more shells in the tubular magazine.
Which 5-shot, and we did just test to make doubly sure.
Less recoil.
We got 7+1.
Less recoil.
Definitely less recoil. A few extra projectiles, though some of them are going to be smaller. I believe they're about number 3 or number 4 buck. It's been a second since I checked. We should have double checked that. You get 9 with the double aught. Double aught is obviously a bit more, you know, available.
It's going to penetrate better. It's going to have better velocity, but harsher recoil. So it kind of depends on who you are also.
Yes.
But they both pattern well relative to what would be your typical home defense
this one
type
seems to
space.
Have strung down more. That could be that round. But this one was really consistent. This one was really nice and consistent. This one strung down a little bit, so.
And this is our first time using that Wolf ammo. Like I'm not familiar with that at all.
Yeah.
How would these rounds perform at range? That's not really like what we're trying to do here. Obviously, they're going to open up and lose velocity and what have you, but just keeping it realistic ranges.
Yeah, I would have to say. That's
So are you going to be switching over to Aguila mini shells for your home defense?
No.
I would think for like the average size guy, not really. You'd be like arguing like if you would step down to like a 20 gauge versus going to this for the benefits of low recoil.
Yes, actually, I would say that this versus a 20 gauge, this might be a little bit better.
Be more on par. And again, like we have to look at penetration, we look at velocity, and just in
plus the ammo capacity is definitely a thing because shotguns are generally speaking a bit slow to load, and they don't hold that many rounds. So having an extra 2, 3, 4, if you have a 9-shot tube, you're probably what, gonna have nearly 15, right?
I'm not sure. I think you'd be like maybe
right. Quick maths.
Yeah, you'd be like at 13, 14, I believe. If 5 gives you +2, another should be +4, possibly.
And then you have 1 in the chamber.
Yeah.
So nearly 15, which is pretty good. So definitely a lot of pros and cons. Personally, not a big fan of shotguns for home defense. Out here in the fields, might be pretty decent for varmint hunting, getting kids off of ye olde lawn. Or if you're in somewhere that's a bit more rural and you like using a shotgun, perhaps a decent option.
And we also picked up some aguila mini shell slugs.
So we're gonna check that out.
And
We're
that'll
gonna
be
do
the
some
next
three-shot
video.
groups.
All right, thank you guys for watching.
Have a nice day.